So the ICD have decided to call this Lyrical 3/4. It's a good name for it. The only problem with it is that if you asked a musician who wasn't in a ballet class, who'd never played for a ballet class before, to tell me what a Lyrical 3/4 was, they wouldn't really know what you were talking about. It doesn't really mean anything, because you can't really call things a 3/4. I mean, they're in 3/4, but it could be anything. It could be any speed. It could be very fast. It could be very slow. In ballet class, we do lots of exercises like pliés and rondejons and adage, which need this kind of music that I just played then. And we don't really have a name for it because it's not a waltz. You know, it's just kind of smooth music in 3/4 at that particular speed. So we could call it Adagio in 3/4, but the ICD decided to call it a Lyrical 3/4. So by lyrical, they just mean it has a tune, I guess, and you could sing it. But again, that could be most ballet music. So they called it Lyrical 3/4. So yeah, that's what they've done. When you'd count it, you'd just count it in 3/4, and we count it 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a plie and rise and that kind of thing. It's probably the kind of thing where you're gonna say more steps than count the steps. You're probably gonna say things like rondejon and rondejon. But yeah, so it's in 3/4. It's lyrical. It's smooth. I say that's more important, that it's smooth than that it's lyrical. Yeah. So with a Lyrical 3/4, obviously it's going to be slow. You've got a choice. You can either have 4 counts in or 2 counts in. Either's fine. If you're having 4 counts in, you probably want to do something in those 4 counts, like a breath or a preparation. So if you have 4 counts in, that's going to sound like this. And if you have 2 counts in, it's going to sound like. And obviously they're both fine. You just have to know what you're doing. If you have children in classes, this isn't just your DDE exam. You've just got to know what you've said, and you've got to know what your instruction is going to be, so you can help the children come in on time. So there's lots of Lyrical 3/4s in the Cecchetti grades. I'll play one of them now. It's grade 3 Adagio, the Développé with Tomlier, and has no instruction because the Cecchetti grades like doing that a lot. So it goes like this. The only other thing to say is that the ICD have also written Lyrical 6/8 as one of their rhythms they want you to learn. This is confusing for musicians. I think there could be a difference, but I think the difference that I would think there isn't the difference the ICD are thinking there is, and we'll talk about that a bit in the Lyrical 6/8 exercise. But basically, there's lots of exercises like the Tomlier, I can't remember which one it is, but the one that goes, actually in this, in the same grade, grade 3, the Paul de Bar exercise goes like this. I say that's lyrical. That's written in 6/8 in the music. It just says 6/8. The Adage that I just played a second ago says 3/4. You could swap the music around; it'd be fine. You could do either to either. So I'd say the separation between Lyrical 6/8 and Lyrical 3/4 is one that's made up in ballet land, and really there isn't a difference. But there is kind of music that maybe you might say is definitely in 6/8 that can be lyrical later on. I'll talk about that in the Lyrical 6/8 video, but it's going to get complicated. Looking for a famous Lyrical 3/4, so maybe Feed the Birds from Mary Poppins. It goes. So you're going to use a Lyrical 3/4 quite a lot in your ballet class. It can be used for anything you're using a lyrical 4/4/4, you can also use a lyrical 3/4/4. And you're probably going to use a lyrical 3/4 more. Or I'd say that in a ballet class, I play a lot of ballet classes. In ballet classes, I play a lot of lyrical 3/4s. I play them more often than lyrical 4/4s. I think that's probably because they're very natural to count. People naturally count 1 and 2 and... But I very rarely hear a teacher say, please can I have a lyrical 3/4? It's just kind of slow, sustained music you get for loads of exercises, and it doesn't really have a name. You can kind of play loads of different... It's quite a good part of the class for the ballet pianist because they can be quite creative and quite expressive. But in my head, I'm not thinking, oh, I must play a lyrical 3/4. I'm just thinking music that sounds like ballet music, sounds like plie music, sounds like rondeggion music, sounds like adage music, sounds like port de bras music. It's all the same kind of thing. I think the ISD wanted to give it a name because they didn't just want to have a big area of the class, port de bras, rondeggion, adage, and adage at the bar, adage in the centre, and plies, where they wouldn't have a name for the rhythm. So they decided to call it lyrical 3/4. So if you want to say the word lyrical 3/4, then you can. And so if I was in a ballet class and I wanted to do a centre adage, I might say, can I have a lyrical 3/4, please? We'll have 4 counts in. 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8 and a 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4. And that will be great.